Chartered accountants' final exam dates extended due to Diwali. Assam candidate announces bicycles for students and teacher salaries. Probe ordered after students alleged ragging at Berhampur University. 3 medical students swept away in a flash floods in Andhra Pradesh. IIM Ahmedabad to introduce quota for PhD admission starting in 2025. Over 1 lakh Zilla Parishad school teachers to go on mass leave on September 25.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Education News Network. I am Pallavi Kulkarni. Today's top news are: the Institute of Chartered Accountants in India has announced the postponement of CA final exams for the November 2024 session, adjusting the schedule in the light of Diwali festival. The revised exam dates are now set from November 3 to November 13, with group of first exam on November 3, 5 and 7 and Group 2 exam on November 9, 11 and 13. Notably, the exam dates for the International Taxation Assessment and Insurance and Risk Management Technical Examination remain unchanged. ICAI emphasized that if any exam day coincides with a public holiday, the schedule will remain the same. Examination fees for Indian centers are Rs 1800 for one group and 3300 for both, while fees for the overseas centers are US dollars 325 and US dollars 550 respectively. Students are encouraged to check their ICAI website for the further updates. The Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad will implement a reservation policy for PhD admissions beginning in 2025, adhering to the Government of India guidelines. The decision addresses a long-term standing demand from Global IIM Alumni Network. A recent update on online application portal confirmed that IIMA would follow these guidelines during the admission process, with applications open from September 19 to January 20. IIMA was the last of the 20 IIMs to adopt this policy. A 2021 petition to the Gujarat High Court argued that the absence of reservations for its PhD program was violation of constitutional provisions. In a statement, IIMA indicates that plan to reserve seats for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other backward class and disabled candidates. An alumni member, Anil Wagde, expressed intent to monitor the implementation process closely and seek further details on admissions once the policy is enacted. In Maharashtra, approximately 1 lakh Zilla Parishad school teachers will go on a mass leave on September 25 to protest against contract appointments and excessive non-academic duties which they claim are undermining education quality. The Maharashtra State Primary Teachers Committee leading the protest emphasizes that teachers are increasingly burdened with non-educational tasks, diverting their focus from classroom instructions. MSPTC chairperson Vinay Kombe criticized the recent government decision that prioritized contractual hiring over full-time positions, especially in rural areas. He warned that these policies threaten the viability of the underperforming schools and violate Right to Education Act. In response to raising dissatisfaction, teachers have begun leaving the official WhatsApp groups as a form of protest. Other teacher organizations like We Teachers also oppose government approach, arguing it could deter future education. The teachers are demanding immediate government action to alleviate their burdens and enhance education quality. The Assam cabinet-led Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has announced key initiative to boost education and infrastructure. Over 3,23,000 class 9 students in government schools will receive bicycles to encourage attendance and reduce dropout rates. The cabinet has also allocated Rs 150 crores for the 3 new polytechnics in Hajao, Mujali and Tingakong to enhance technical skills. Additionally, 451 part-time faculties will be re-engaged in government engineering colleges and salaries for 131 teachers in a Kabri Alagom Autonomous Council will be released. The cabinet also approved transferring government land to NF Railways to double the railway project. These measures aim to improve educational opportunities and infrastructure for Assam's youths. An investigation has been launched at Behrampur University in Odisha following allegations of the ragging by senior students against first-year postgraduate students. In a complaint to University Grant Commission, the students claimed that seniors entered the hostel around 11 p.m. on Saturday, demanding the personal information under the guise of introduction and preventing them from sleeping. While the students did not name the seniors involved, the university took swift action after receiving the UGC's forward complaint. Sukant Kumar Tripathi, the in charge of Vice Chancellor, announced that the anti-ragging committee has been tasked with investigation and allegations. Additionally, he has stated that night patrolling on the campus will be increased and the anti-ragging squad will conduct regular visits to the hostels and other vulnerable areas, ensuring student safety. Meetings have been also held at the anti-ragging committee and the board of residents to address the issue. Two medical students were tragically swept away by the flashy floods at Jalatarangini waterfalls in Andhra Pradesh, Alluri Sita Ramaraju district on Sunday. The bodies of 21-year-olds Kausi Reddy Soumya and B. Amruta were removed on Monday, while search efforts continue for the third students, Chiranjeevi Haradeep, who remains missing. The group of 14 second-year MBBS students from Ashram Medical College in Eluru had gone on a picnic when sudden rain caused the waterfall to overflow. While 9 students reached safely, 5 were caught in the floods. 2 students, Halini Priya and Gayatri Pushpa, were rescued and later discharged from the hospital. The National Disaster Relief Force has been called to assist with the search, and local police have registered a case of accidental death as investigation proceeds. That's all for today's news. Signing off with Pallavi Kulkarni. For more news and detailed information, log into our website www.theENN.com. Don't forget to like, share and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel.